Today, we'll be talking about how to get a literary agent to represent you and your work. Before we get into it, please remember to like and subscribe down below, and please share this video with your writing friends. Also, take a look at my bio for links to valuable resources, including blog posts on writing, on querying literary agents, querying resources, and more. Now, let's get started on how to get a literary agent. Getting a literary agent to represent you is not easy. It's a process that usually takes authors months, if not years, and at times it can feel like an impossible task to accomplish. But it's not. I know countless stories of how authors have gotten their agents to represent them, even for very famous novels and novelists. But I'll tell you my story, which is the one I know best. When I first started writing, I dreamt of literary fame. I saw my novels plastered all over the newspapers, made into movies that won Academy Awards, and all that jazz. I think in some way all aspiring writers imagine that, even if just in an ideal sort of way. But before you get to the point, but it's important to understand the querying process, what agents are looking for, where to find updated agent contact information, and how to stand out in a crowded sea of other letters. The second way to improve your chances of getting a literary agent is by meeting them in person. You can meet agents at conferences, at author readings, at MFA program events, and other happenings where agents might attend for whatever reason. It's your job to approach these agents when you're around them, and it's expected, so don't worry about offending them by wanting to meet them. They're human beings, they know what you want, and it's best just to be natural, however nervous you may be. If you have a novel ready to go, ask if you can send them your manuscript or at least a partial. 9 out of 10 times they'll likely say yes, even if just to be nice. The third way you might get offered representation is by the agent actually contacting you. If you're publishing in literary journals, for instance, and getting noticed, literary agents will eventually find out. They or their interns and junior colleagues read literary journals to find writers making their way up through the ranks. If they like you, your story, or stories, they may contact you to see if you have more. And if you do, and they like them, they may offer you representation. Or at worst, they may just want to stay in touch in case you get to the point where you have something they can package up and try to sell to an editor. So if you write short stories, submit them. You can also submit excerpts from novels, perhaps with a little rewriting. Now, the last way you might get a literary agent is through a referral. That's how I got my agent. I received my MFA in fiction from the University of Tampa, but I've also attended writing workshops for many years. While sending out my queries, I let all of my friends and writing colleagues know that I was submitting, and some of them had agents and some of them knew agents. To my surprise, I was referred to one agent by a friend who was represented by that agent, and I was also referred to another agent by a friend I'd gone to graduate school with. I sent the agents different novels because I figured I'd just give both novels a shot. Then I waited and waited. Then, on one magic day, I received emails from both agents wanting to chat. The next day or a few days later, I can't recall, I did chat with both agents. To my utter joy, they both offered representation. Because I felt closer to one of the agents, I went with her, and the rest is history. I no longer had to spend countless hours querying agents. I had one, and now I could write without worrying about getting an agent to represent me. And let me tell you, it's a great big weight off of my shoulders not having to seek representation. So that's it. If you have a book you're trying to get published, traditionally, you'll need an agent, and to get an agent, I recommend trying all of the ways we've discussed during today's video. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to visit my bio. Just click the little dots to open the page for more resources, including a list of agents and their contact information. For novelmasterclass.com, I'm Cully Perlman. Happy writing.